Hello, I'm Chef Brad, America's Grain Guy, and today I'm in the Honeyville Kitchen having a great time cooking with food storage. Food storage and everyday cooking is the topic today. How do you take those wonderful items you buy for long-term storage and incorporate them in your everyday cooking? I love doing that. I love the Honeyville products, those long-term items, but I found in my life, you buy the items and they just sit in your pantry, they take up space, and I found it's more practical for me to learn how to use them and incorporate them in my everyday life. Now, I'm a pretty good cook, and I love flavors, and I love things that are fresh and natural, and I have found that I can get that, the convenience of something that I might not have in my refrigerator. I can pull it out of my pantry. I know it's gonna be there it has a long shelf life, but I know it's gonna be fresh and wonderful when I prepare it. So I love taking the items that we might store long-term and bringing them into everyday use. And we're gonna show you how to do that today. I wanna talk about a couple of my favorite items that Honeyville has. One of I think the top of the list is the tomato powder. It's just a wonderful powder that absolutely, when you cook it right, just has the most amazing tomatoey flavor. Let me just back up and say one thing about the most important way to cook these items that I found in cooking is with a pressure cooker. I love pressure cooking. You can take any of the freeze-dried items, and in 6 minutes in the pressure cooker, it's like you picked them right out of your garden or you cut that chicken fresh. Absolutely amazing. So pressure cooking is essential when you're using your food storage items. So I can take, for example, the tomato powder. If I want a nice thick tomato sauce or a rich, robust red tomato sauce, I can throw it into my pressure cooker with all my herbs and seasonings, and in about 6 minutes, I have the most wonderful, rich sauce ever. A couple other things I absolutely adore in the pressure cooker are the freeze-dried meats. Whether it's the chicken, the beef, the ham, it doesn't matter which one I've tried, 6 minutes in the pressure cooker, and you wouldn't know it's freeze-dried. Absolutely amazing, and the flavors come out, they're just delightful. The vegetables are fabulous too. I love taking the asparagus and throwing it into my pressure cooker in the frittatas, or I love taking the carrots or the peas or the mixed vegetables and throwing it in my soups and other things that I do. One of my very favorites is a freeze-dried corn. I throw that just about in everything in the pressure cooker, and it turns out perfect. Freeze-dried and pressure cooking is the perfect combination for everyday cooking. If you want foods that taste fresh and taste great, that combination is the secret for success. And now we're gonna take a couple minutes and we're gonna put together a recipe using these freeze-dried products and show you how easy and how great it can taste. Now I wanna take just a moment and show you just how easy it is to take those wonderful freeze-dried items that you have in your pantry for food storage and incorporate them into your everyday diet. I love beans. You know that beans are one of the most nutritious foods that you can eat. They're high in fiber, they're high in minerals and vitamins. They are so good for your body. And the pressure cooker is a perfect combination for beans too. They cook very quickly. In the pressure cooker right here, I've cooked beans. Black beans, and it's a 3-to-1 ratio, 3 cups of water to 1 cup of bean. So I have my black beans already cooked. I just cooked those by themselves because remember I mentioned that these take about 6 minutes to reconstitute in the pressure cooker. So if I put those in the beginning with the beans, it would just be mush. But I wanna reserve the integrity of these, so I'm gonna add these now and we're gonna cook it for another 6 minutes. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my pressure cooker on, high pressure, for 6 minutes and push start. And then while it's warming up again, I'm going to add the ingredients that we're gonna put in there. So the first thing I'm gonna put in there is some of this amazing tomato powder. I love this tomato powder. Look at the beautiful color of that. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm gonna put in about 1/2 cup of that in there because that's gonna thicken up and just make it a really, really nice tomatoey flavor. And then I wanna add, this is a black bean recipe. The perfect combination with black beans is ham. So we're gonna put some of these freeze-dried ham chunks in here, and I really like it. So I'm gonna put about a cup and a half of that in there. It's gonna taste great. I can hardly wait. And then if you want to add some vegetables, Carrots would be a great thing to add in there. And look at these beautiful carrots. And when they reconstitute in 6 minutes, they're absolutely beautiful. They're just perfect. And then anything else you want to add in there, how about some green beans? Is what always amazes me with freeze-dried is they're so light and fluffy. And then you put them in here and pressure cook them, and it's just like you picked them right out of the garden. The color comes back, and they're absolutely beautiful. So let's just put a handful of green beans in there. And of course, the most important thing you can do when cooking your freeze-dried ingredients in the pressure cooker is seasoning them properly. I can't tell you how important it is that you use good quality seasonings when you're cooking in your pressure cooker. You know, if you have those seasonings that's been around for about 10 to 15 years in your cupboard, perhaps it's time to throw it all away and go down to the Honeyville store or order online and stock back up on the ones that you'll really enjoy. We're using the Chef Tess Fajita seasoning. Doesn't that sound good? Ham, fajita seasoning, vegetables, black beans, it's gonna be great. And I'm gonna put about a tablespoon in there, and we're gonna stir this up. Just mix all that up in there together. And in 6 minutes time, we are going to have the most beautiful black bean soup mix to serve over rice. It's been 6 minutes. Now let's open up the pressure cooker and see what happened to those wonderful freeze-dried. Remember, we put ham and string beans in there and carrots. Let's see what happened. I love what happens in the pressure cooker. Release the pressure. Let's open it up. There, oh my goodness, look at that. That is beautiful. And then look at the beautiful, you can see the ham and the carrots and the green beans look like they just came out of the garden. That is absolutely beautiful. And it smells, oh my goodness, absolutely heavenly. And we have right here, and notice too, it's kind of nice and thick. That tomato thickened up in there perfectly. So now we're gonna take this beautiful bean dish that we made, and we're gonna pour this over our rice. Get some of that juice down there. Oh my goodness, this is a meal that anyone would absolutely love. I have to try it out and see just how good it is. Oh, I love the smell. I love rice and beans. You know what, I really think I could eat rice and beans for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, especially when it's done with freeze-dried vegetables and cooked in a pressure cooker. Oh my goodness. Who said gourmet cannot come out of a can? Absolutely delicious. This is Chef Brad cooking in the Honeyville Kitchen. Have a great day. It's been great fun cooking with you today in the Honeyville Kitchen. For more information about our wonderful products, tips on how to use them, and the recipes, go to honeyville.com.